Hey, welcome back to my channel, Vast13. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. Hey, welcome back to the channel, Vast13. So today's video is going to be about Travis Hunter. In case you don't know who Travis Hunter is, he was the #2 overall draft pick. He played for the Jackson State University until he transferred to Colorado. And he's a wide receiver. Very good wide receiver, actually winning the Heisman Trophy. But we're not really here to talk about his accomplishments as a football player. The reason I'm even bringing him up is because he's always on the news because of his relationship. And unfortunately, it seems that his relationship always outshines his football accomplishments. And the reason I'm bringing him up right now is because he actually got married over the weekend, and his girl is actually pregnant. Why is this a big deal? It's not really that it's a big deal, but the reason why it's all over social media is because this young man has been, I don't want to say attacked, but he's been hounded by so many people to watch his back, to get a prenup, to keep a close eye on his girl. And it seems like the young man, he just didn't take the hint, because like I said, he got married, no prenup, and now his girl's pregnant. And from what I heard, it's in a state where it's a no fault state, meaning that if at any moment she decides, hey, I don't want to be with you, she's gonna take half of everything that he is worth. And that's what everybody has been warning this young man about. Why has everybody been warning him about this, you may ask? Well, he has been seen on social media making videos with his girl, which there's nothing wrong with that. But in these videos, this girl has constantly emasculated him, downplayed his accomplishments, never looked happy for him whenever he received awards, won a game. She always looked upset, like if she's the prize. That's what she always comes across, like, oh, that she's the big deal in the relationship. And not to say that she's not a special person to him, but to be honest with you, sweetheart, you're not the big deal. You are lucky to be with a young man like him. He's a very smart young man who's playing professional sport. You know how rare it is to be able to make it, to be able to play professionally, and not even play professionally, but to be very very valued. Like people see him as a top prospect. Like they see a big future with this kid. And for you to act like this kid is not a big deal, treat him like crap, disrespect him in all the ways that you have, it's just not right. That's why everybody's been so worried about him. And we're telling him to watch out for that girl. She's made videos saying that she never found him attractive, how she had him in her DMs for a while and didn't acknowledge him. I guess from what I hear in the story is that she was gonna actually ignore him until her brother explained to her who he was. So she pretty much was never gonna speak to him when he reached out to her in the DMs until her brother explained, yo, that's this kid, and he's this football player. So to me, she comes across like a gold digger, because if you're only gonna acknowledge him because, oh, now you found out he's a football player, and you know how much money these football players make when they're very good, it just gives those gold digger vibes. That's why everybody was warning him, like, "Hey, get a prenup. If you're gonna stay with the girl, which they didn't, everybody wanted them to break up. I can't tell somebody to break up. I don't know the relationship like that, but at least he could have gotten a prenup, and he didn't. So that's what this video is about. I personally think that we shouldn't tell the kid, who he should or should not date. And for anybody that's out there just have been completely disrespecting the girl, I say tone it down, only because it's his girl, you know what I mean? He has feelings for her, so disrespecting her is not gonna do nothing for him. It's just gonna piss him off, and that's why he's like blocked a lot of the comments in a lot of his videos. So he doesn't want people really reaching out to him anymore because of that. But I do feel like the people in his life, like his boys, his friends, they haven't really. Maybe it's the fact that they don't want to hurt his feelings, but they should have pulled him to the side and be like, "Yo, you need to get a prenup. Like, I know you care about her and she's great, but get a prenup." So, I mean, I don't know if she's the type of girl that would sign, because she gives those vibes that oh, you want me to do a prenup? I don't want to be with you. Like, which to me it's idiotic. I think if a woman doesn't want to sign a prenup with me, you're a very wealthy man, then she has ulterior motives. Because if you expect the marriage to last and you're going to be with this person forever, then why do you have to worry about a prenup? You just sign it, stay with the person, and everything will be fine. The only way you would have to worry about a prenup is if your plans are not to be with the person. So that's kind of what I think on her. Like, she should have been more endearing online. She should have come across more supportive, like you actually care and like him. Like, she was saying stories about going to parties and him waiting outside because he doesn't drink. Like, it just comes across super disrespectful. There was also a music video that came up where she was with an ex-boyfriend, and like footage of her with exes. Nobody wants to see that. It always comes across like 304-ish. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to see the girl in that light, and unfortunately, that's what we got when it came to her. And like, I guess that major video though, that is when she was like, "Oh, he's just not my type." Like, it just came across very messed up. Everybody's like, "Oh wow, look how she is to him." Even when they got married, they showed video footage of I guess he bought her a $300,000 G-Wagon. A very nice, expensive vehicle. Showed it to her, gave it to her as a present for getting married. And unfortunately, I'll say this in her favor: the angle of the video is from behind, so we can't see her facial reaction. But she didn't hug him, she didn't kiss him, she didn't scream. Like, she didn't seem excited. And that's what people are judging her on. Because, I mean, most people, if you're getting a car, you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, I got my car, wow, he bought me this." Like, you would say something, act it out or something, cry, something. But she didn't show any emotion. So it comes across a little entitled. Like, she expected to get it, she better have gotten it, or if not, disappointed. Which, how are you gonna be disappointed with a $300,000 vehicle? Like, damn. Like, I mean, I don't have that kind of money to be spending like that. But if somebody gave me a $300,000 vehicle, I'm gonna be like so happy. Like, But I guess people are different. I just hope for his sake though that she doesn't turn out to be what we all expect her to be, and that she ends up being a good wife and mother to their future child, and that their relationship lasts forever. That's what I hope for him. May it happen? Like I said, I hope that, but I doubt it. They were showing statistics about NFL marriages, and now that he's in the NFL, 8 out of every 10 get divorced. 80%. So it's not looking likely. Most people give it, they're saying that they're probably going to give it 2 to 3 years. They're going to wait for his rookie contract to finish up, and then she's going to get divorced. You know, that's what people are saying online. I don't know how accurate that'll be. I just hope that that's not the case for him. But yeah, it's she doesn't give off the best vibes. Hey, so before I go into the next topic in this video, I forgot to add this, so I'm just doing a little quick recording right now just to add it in. The other thing too is that a huge amount of these NFL stars, after they retire, they go broke. And I believe they said that within 2 years of retirement, they end up going broke. And I've seen a lot of these guys, their wives leave them, or, you know, divorce them and take whatever they have left. So I would, again, hate for this to happen to Travis because of this girl. Like, you know, again, it's already too late. He married her, no prenup or no nothing. But I wouldn't want him to go through that because him seeming to be such a good guy. I just hope he figures things out, and again, I hope the best for him. Maybe he could even do a post-nuptial agreement. But again, it's up to him. It's at the end of the day, you could only do so much. If the person doesn't want to be helped, they don't want to be helped. But again, I would hope the best for him. So yeah. Now back to the next topic. So this doesn't have anything to do with the relationship, but I just wanted to add it in here because there was a recent footage of Travis dancing around during practice and being playful, and a lot of people were upset about it. They were saying, you know, how he's super goofy, like, that they wish that he would be like some of the other guys that take the game more seriously and all this and that. And to me, the kid gets enough hate with the whole relationship thing. I think we should just leave the kid alone. I think him being playful is a good thing. That just means that he's youthful, has love for the game, and he wants to have a good time. So I don't want people to hate on him for that. I think that that's a good thing. Now if it's a serious game, or they're trying to get to the championships and they're losing and this kid is just jumping around like a fool, I would get it. I'd get upset too. I'd be like, hey, what's going on with you? It's time to lock in. But it's not that time. He's just at practice. He's just taking it easy. So as long as he performs when it's time to perform, that's all that should matter. So I would hope people don't attack him for that anymore. He should just keep being him, because he seems to be like a upbeat, happy person, and we need that. We need that in life. We need a lot of positive people like that. And he seems to be positive. That's why I guess a lot of people, again, looking out for him about his girl, because they want him, a good person like that to because that's what he seems. He seems like a very nice guy. And, you don't want someone that positive to just be taken advantage of. Because I know when it comes to being in relationships, sometimes you just get blinded because you're just so in love. And, and especially if you've never really had, never been in love or ever had any other girls, maybe this was his only girl, and that's why he's like, so blinded by her, and doesn't see anything else. But yeah, he's already married, has a kid on the way, so all we can do is hope the best for the kid. I just hope he can keep his head up if anything goes wrong. But again, hope for the best. So let me know what you guys think. Should he have gotten the prenup? Should he have not? Are you happy that everything turned out the way it did? Are you upset? Let me know. Comments, like, subscribe. Share this video. Again, yeah, just let me know. So, peace.